I thought I was close to God. Church on Sundays, prayers at night, checking all the right boxes. But somewhere along the way, faith became a rhythm without depth, familiar, predictable, almost lifeless. I was building the kind of stability the world calls success, while quietly starving my soul. Then one night, God showed me, not in words, but in a dream, just how exposed I had become. That night changed everything. This is called Deeper.
A testimony, not a work of fiction.
Episode 1. The Dream That Woke My Soul. Where do I even start? Today, I want to share a spiritual experience that shook me awake. I don't know who this is meant for, but I can't shake the sense that someone out there needs to hear it. Maybe for hope. Maybe to remind you that God still speaks, even quietly. To be clear, a divine figure did not appear to me. It was a dream. Ordinary in appearance, but extraordinary in meaning. It was as if the whole dream spoke in symbols, and my soul understood the language perfectly. There was no confusion, no guessing. The message was clear. God's grace had protected me for a long time, but I was not ready for spiritual battle. Evil is real, and I needed to do more to guard my soul. About 3 months ago, I had a dream that I believe came straight from God. In that dream, He showed me how fragile my soul had become. And yes, I know how bold that sounds, but that's precisely what it was. In the dream, I was back in the house where I was born, a place I have not seen in over 30 years. It was raining gently. I was doing simple things, chores maybe. Everything felt calm and right. And then I felt her presence. My grandmother. Not like a ghost, just a quiet knowing that she was there. She passed away more than 20 years ago, but in that moment she felt alive, peaceful, doing what she always did best, working, quietly, faithfully. She was in the garden, harvesting tomatoes. The rain delayed her, but she still went out, picked the ripe ones, and left the green ones behind. And when she finished, she left. No goodbye, no sadness, just peace. And I knew she would come back when the next harvest was ready. Then my mother appeared, busy as ever. She asked, "Did your grandmother come by?" I said, "Yes. You just missed her." And that was it. Everything still felt calm. Until it didn't. Suddenly, others began showing up. People I knew and people I didn't. They invited me to a meeting. Nothing was said out loud, but I understood everything, and something felt off. It was like being pulled away from what I knew I was supposed to be doing. There was pressure to leave my quiet work and follow something that looked easier and attractive. But deep down, I knew it was corrupt. It was temptation disguised as opportunity. Deep down, I knew what I should do. Say no. Walk away. But I did not. I started drifting. I started giving in to the idea that I deserve an easy life. The whispers got louder. You deserve this. And just as I began to give in, I woke up. Now, let me give a little context. I grew up poor. My mother and my grandmother used to say, faith, education, and hard work. That's how you rise out of poverty. And I believed them. My grandmother was the one who brought the Catholic faith into our family. She sent my mother to Catholic school, and through her, we all came to know Jesus Christ. Even though our faith has had its ups and downs, the seed she planted never died. I am now an immigrant. I came to this country more than a decade ago, chasing my dreams. and by God's grace, I achieved more than I ever imagined. I worked endlessly to secure my life, but I never stopped to secure my soul. I was protecting the body while starving the spirit. Somewhere along the way, I replaced faith with self-reliance. I thought that as long as I could provide, I was safe. My faith, once my anchor, became just another task on my list. When I got busy, Sunday Mass was the first thing I dropped. When life got hard, I got angry at God. When I was scared, I leaned on myself rather than on Him. I thought I was being responsible, but I was actually building a false sense of control. What God showed me in that dream was this. I had been chasing the wrong kind of safety. I was building walls around my comfort, and I was leaving the back gate of my soul wide open. In the dream, my grandmother represented the faith she passed down, that living, ripe fruit of prayer and peace. The other people represented the distractions that creep in and steal it away. The message was simple but sharp. I had been living spiritually distracted, not rooted, not ready. And when I woke up, I knew. God had peeled back the surface of my life and showed me how spiritually exposed I had become.
To say that I was vulnerable is an understatement. It felt like standing at the edge of nothingness, as if my existence could be erased. I was petrified. The kind of fear that grips the soul, not the body. But my mind was completely clear. I had an overwhelming awareness of truth. My heart was pounding. My hands were sweaty and shaking. But in that exact moment of panic, the Holy Spirit whispered exactly what to do next.